way into the new season.
St Helens host the Leigh Leopards.
Breathtaking stuff.
Wonderful drive from the Saints.
That is outstanding.
It is sizzling, it is simmering.
Oh, take a bow. It's a beauty. Sit back, get the popcorn out and enjoy.
Here they come. We are on the cusp of kick-off here at the Totally Wicked Stadium. Who wins and by how much? Sam Tompkins.
I think Saints will just be too strong. I'm going to go Saints by 12.
Well, Saints by 20. There was very little between these sides when they met last year. A win apiece in Super League. And Leigh, of course, with that famous Challenge Cup semi-final victory over St Helens. Enjoy this one in the company of our commentary team as we throw to Kyle Moore up alongside Paul Wellens, and he's beside Mark Wilson.
Cheers, Brian. Saints time as the World Club Champions officially ended last week, so the battle to regain the Super League title and another crack at the NRL's finest continues tonight. 2 wins from 2 sees Saints at the summit, and tonight they take on a Leopards side who had last week off to stew on their round 1 loss to the Giants. Matt Moylan will be hoping for a big game. Liam Moore is the man in the middle tonight. Interesting game in prospect. The Leopards not won here for 42 years in St Helens. Kyle Amores tonight the night.
Well, good evening, Mark, and good evening to all our Sky Sports viewers at home. It's the Challenge Cup holders against the hungry St Helens. And boy, have they started season 24 well. The Saints, 13 tries so far, only 1 conceded. The Leopards have got it all to do tonight, Mark.
They have indeed. Slow play of the ball. It's out here playing it. You can see the pitch is quite heavy, a lot of rain in this part of the world earlier in the day. Thankfully it's been dry from then on. The Saints looking to move it quickly, and good hands for them. And they'll play it quickly. Just short of the 40-metre line. It's out here. Just had a look at the referee. I don't think he was happy about that challenge, and already here, less than 40 seconds in, it started again. The boil over from the Challenge Cup, and Asiata is not taking a backward step here.
Well, it's a similar style of tackle that we saw in the Challenge Cup that brought a lot of controversy. And it's Sione Matautia with a carry. Asiata goes looking. And the referee, rightly so, he's going to have a look at this.
So the referee is being consulted here, the video referee. They're having a look at it. Kyle, what did you make of it? Is this a dangerous tackle?
I think it is. I think if we look at last year, it's around that knee joint area of Matautia's right leg.
In our opinion,
Liam Moore's going to have a word now.
Endangered the safety of the player. That's going to be 10 minutes in the sin bin, mate.
Just tackle.
It's a new law, mate. You've endangered the player.
Well, it's the worst start for Asiata. He missed the game here last year.
Well, he's furious, John Asiata. He's saying that's a fair challenge, and he is furious. Adrian Lamb now is side down to 12. Matautia wasn't happy straight away. Well, nobody's happy, it seems, at the moment. Asiata in the bin.
Well, look, perhaps if it had been another player, but it just so happened to be John Asiata, given the history of that type of tackle last year.
We apologise for any choice language you may have heard there. Not the best kick for touch from St Helens, but they have got the player advantage. Well, John Wilkins spoke in the build-up about St Helens players going hunting for John Asiata. Well, Asiata's in the bin already, inside a minute here. Controversial start. What can the Saints do as Knowles gets it away? Wellesby into the line, and he's tackled. Well, he's not. He gets the ball away to Darryl Clark. Lively start here from the league leaders.
Well, they're offloading at will, but one thing I like about Saints already, with 80 seconds on the clock, is their ability to move the ball, getting towards them tram areas over on the far side of the field. Play back inside now, finds Wellesby. Well met there by Rob Mulhern. What a season he's having.
Yeah, Mulhern putting in some big numbers early on.
Yeah.
And Wellesby on fire as ever.
Move back.
Saints 30 away, coming down the short side here, looking to dummy, ball comes free and it's picked up by the Leopards, so they survive the first attack at their line and they'll bring it forward now.
Beautiful contact from Kai O'Donnell, just gets that shoulder in and dislodges the ball with help from Lamb. 35 tackles in round one. Kai O'Donnell against the Huddersfield Giants certainly put a shift in defensively, but it was his size and ability to score points, Mark.
Third. Mucione. Get square.
Ball carried forward here by the Leopards. They're up towards halfway then, and now they've earned themselves a penalty.
10 metres. You don't make
Frankie Holton's carry.
Offside. Never makes back the 10.
Walmsley, the guilty party on there. It doesn't really look an awful lot in that, maybe a marginal contact with the left shoulder.
Well,
nothing more to it.
A penalty, right, for the first time tonight. Let's get down to the pitch side. Jenna Brooks.
Yeah, evening, Mark. I can tell you when John Asiata came off the pitch, the St Helens fans booed him. He made a signal with his hands, as in, bring it on. So it'll be interesting to see when he comes back onto the pitch after this 10 minutes in the bin. Can't wait to see that next tackle.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it as well, but we've got another 8 minutes or so to wait as the Leopards now on the attack. They'd love to put some points on the board. In Asiata's absence.
They're more so often down this left edge of the field, Saints. His right edge defence through Conrad Hunnell. They've got a job on their hands as the ball makes its way here now. Loose pass.
There's a loose ball, and Charlie makes a mess of it. And that's going to be a knock-on. So a disappointing end at both ends of the field. Both sides with decent territory, not being able to make it pay.
Yeah, it was Matt Moylan's ball there, just behind Ricky Latelli. The boys' pitch side before the game, Tompkins and Wilkin both mentioned that Matt Moylan needs a decent performance tonight. In round one, we've seen a number of kicks, perhaps a bit too long. We're flattered to deceive on that, but there's still time, you know, quality player within his right. Adrian Lamb's brought him in for that reason. I'm sure we'll get to see the best of Moylan as the season continues.
Yeah. Very, very early days.
One. Move down,
we had the weekend off last weekend as they were due to play Wigan. Saints carry. Makinson finds his front.
Hold.
Looking for a quick play of the ball. Dancing his way forward. There's Dwyer on his debut tonight. Signed on loan from Warrington. Wintrout on the bench as well, standing by to make his Leopards debut. Having signed from Huddersfield. Here's Hurrell down the short side, looking to barge his way over the top of a couple of would-be defenders. Latelli brings him down. Just inside the 40-metre area. And now the ball to Lomax. Puts it on. Tautia carries. 3 in the tackle. Struggled to put him down, but do so eventually. That's the 5th. Clark will get it away now. Dodd's going to kick back towards the near side. Charnley's grounded, but gets off the ground, takes the tackle. 10 off his own line. They have it back.
Yeah, super take from Charnley on that far edge of the field, but as soon as his foot landed on the floor, it was a big Australian, Curtis Sirenen. Terrific start for the season for him in 24.
Well, talking points already here at the Totally Wicked Stadium. Asiata in the bin within the opening 40 seconds as Leigh looked to move it down there, left-hand side. Good defence there from Lomax. And O'Brien pops it up and it's taken forward short of the halfway line. Leigh will play it. Dwyer will fire the pass to Moylan, making his 200th career appearance tonight. The high kick should be taken on the full by Wellesby, and is. Line of black shirts in front of him. And he's tackled 30 out from his own line.
Yeah, a decent defensive set there from Saints, asking Moylan to kick that ball on the red line that we see on the field, the 40-metre zone, and the net result is Tommy Makinson. Well, he edges 8 metres towards getting inside of Leigh's territory once more. Percival straightens up and offloads, Mark.
He does. Here's Walmsley looking to barge his way through the middle. O'Donnell again with another tackle. And Saints are making meters here. Lovely hands down this near side. What's up there is Sirenen. He'll play it. Now it's taken forward again. Tautia. O'Donnell again round the legs. Last one for Saints. They'll again go to Dodd, who's going to put it through hands, finds Wellsby into the line, gets it away, ball's on the ground, picked up on the bounce, and Leigh, in fairness, have defended it a man short, but they defend it nicely.
Yeah, well, they're just over halfway through with John Asiata's sin bin, and they've answered everything that Saints have thrown at them so far. Adrian Lamb, Chris Chester, they'll be encouraged by that. They just need to make sure that they get to the other end of the field and try and keep this Saints side penned inside their own 30.
Helton making his first start for the Leopards. As here they move it through the hands. Here's Latelli. Latelli down this touchline side. His tackle just over halfway. Exciting stuff from the visitors here. Charlie in at dummy half. Go forward from Lamb. Loops a pass away. They're now going to go through the hands again. Looking to get to the far touchline is Hardacre. He's going to be wrapped up, pushed and goes to ground.
Brilliant work there on that left edge from John Bennison. Sees the threat in Hardacre, and he's able to get up hard on him and shut that threat down.
Briscoe angles in off the touchlines. Scruffy play of the ball. Referee had a look at that, and I think he is going to call a knock on. Dwyer it was who's come up with the error. And that's two sets now that Leigh have got the ball over the halfway line, and they've not managed to get the kick away.
Well, Dwyer claiming that Sione Matauti is in the ruck, which he is, but he has a responsibility to pick that ball up clean. And you're right, Mark, you don't often get too many attacking sets, particularly at St Helens playing against them. You've got to make sure that you kind of get through those sets, build some pressure, and crucially ice opportunities when they present themselves.
Morgan Knowles wrapped up on his own 40-metre line. They're off the line quickly. Dwyer raced out, and the ball went to ground. He went backwards, and now there could be a break up the middle. Scrambling the Leopards, get back. It was Mulhern with the tackle. There's John Asiata. Just under 2 minutes to go. The fireworks will be back on. Here comes Saints, working it across to that left-hand side. Whitley is wrapped up. Great start for Whitley as a St Helens player. 3 tries in 2 games for him. Clark jumps and goes, can't get the pass away, and then he spills it. So a little bit of a scrappy start early on here.
Yeah, no, I agree, Mark. I don't think Paul Wellens will be too delighted. There was a Walmsley offload moments earlier. Perhaps he should have just kept hold of that one, and Darryl Clark guilty of overplaying that time. And it looks like that Leigh are going to survive that sin bin from John Asiata. We're getting back onto the field next set. So a big tick in the box, really, for the Leopards.
Yeah, they won't be counting their chickens just yet. That looked like he ran behind his own player.
Needed. Yeah.
You've gone too early, Kyle Amor. Big chance here for St Helens. Hardacre clearly ran behind his teammate there. He should have gone to ground.
Yeah, it was Gareth O'Brien pushing up on the inside of Hardacre and then just stops dead and impedes Morgan Knowles. Gets through the clutches of Matautia, but it's a penalty. Disappointing for Leigh, that.
Yes, a real opportunity. Adrian Lamb's side have engineered almost all the sin bin period, and he's not back. He's just taking his vest off. John Asiata, he's ready. You can just see him there. He is, Asiata, ready to come back on. Can his teammates hold out? Big test of the Leopards' defence here as Clark waits 20 metres away. Centre field now, they'll go across to Dodd. Gets it away, they're going through the hands again. There's a slip in the Leigh line. Here comes Wellsby back across, looks to get it away. Sirinen gets it back to Wellsby, spots a gap. Wellsby going for the gap. Sidestepping run, he's 5 away. And Leigh are busted over on that far side. The left as we look now, there was a hand in the ruck there. And that surely is going to be a penalty. And it is a penalty. I think Dwyer maybe thought that was a penalty worth taking.
I think it's just a dumb play from Dwyer. Reach it round.
He did. So a penalty incoming here for St Helens. They're going to tap it. They're not taking the 2. They want the full allowance. And Walmsley is tackled a metre away. Saints knocking on the door here. Oh, was that a play of the ball? The referee said it was okay. Ball now will go to the left-hand side. Here's Dodd into the line. Dodd's brought down. Great tackle, Moylan. Needed to be as well. Saints with Wellesby. Gets it away. Short pass. Matautia tackled a couple of metres away. The Leopards are on the ropes here. Matautia, I think, felt that tackle. Not often you see him slow to his feet. We'll play it now. Leigh racing off the line. And the referee says that that was okay. The ball went backwards. Knowles in at dummy half. Gets it away to Dodd. Dodd finds Lomax. Little dribble kick through. The Leopards survive. Dwyer collects it. And Dwyer brings it away. And you have to say that was a great goal line stand from the Leopards.
Absolutely agree with that, Mark. Leigh survived once more. And that probably the most testing set since St Helens just had a wave of attack. They looked like they were speeding it up, and it was a little kick through from Lomax, but Brad Dwyer was there just to gobble it up and transition to defence into attack.
Telly wrapped up. Here's Mulhern. Sirenen fired up. The Saints are fired up here. Make no mistake about that. And here is Asiata now. 3 to welcome him and drag him to the ground. Last tackle. They're going to kick low, downfield. It's going to bounce. There is Wellesby, gets it away to Makinson. Makinson brings it back. There was a high arm there. No, there wasn't. Fans not happy about that, but the referee happy to let play go on.
2. Move.
Here we go again.
Hold.
He had a nervous look, didn't he, Lachlan Lamb there?
3.
Almost gave himself up.
Goal 3.
And this is what I like what Saints have been doing. They've been targeting that sort of far-edge defender, that C defender, the third man away from the ruck, moving the ball incredibly well, trying to tie the middle out. You can see again they're moving the ball. Wellesby.
On the angle back in is Percival. He's tackled by Moylan. Last one here. Dodd just had to check and wait for the pass. It's a high kick. It's a tester. O'Brien off the ground. Collects it. Busy night in the Super League tonight. Elsewhere, Castleford lead at Warrington by 4 points to 0. And Wigan, the World Club champions, lead Huddersfield by 6 points to 0. Remember, every game live, only on Sky Sports.
Back on me.
Ball here now with the Leopards. Hardaker thought about letting go. What, Carl, we saw a really physical encounter last week in the World Club Challenge. We're seeing more of the same tonight.
No, we are. It seems like the Super League's walking up after 2 slow games. And this left edge of Leigh's attack is so potent as Latelli nearly goes in. Oh, good hop.
What a shot that is. Knowles made no mistake. A free shot on O'Brien, and he wasn't passing that one up. High kick from the Leopards. Moylan is giving chase. This is going to bounce. It could go anywhere. It bounces for the Leopards here. Holm, can he get it away? No, he can't. Great tackle, Benison, to clamp that ball in and stop any kind of Leopards attack.
Yeah, I think the Leigh Leopards will be pretty happy with how this game's going so far. They defended that set. Sorry, that 10 minutes with a man in the bin, John Asiata, receiving his 2nd yellow card this season already. And he just edged further down the field there. There's trouble in back play for Asiata, Mark.
Yeah, there is. Oh, he's coming off. John Asiata's coming off here. So Asiata looks in a world of pain. Knee problem. He tried to put some weight through that knee and it buckled underneath him. They've already lost Edwin Epape for 8 weeks, and that does not look good for John Asiata with their hands in the ruck there. Referee says play on. They'll kick in behind St Helens here. But problems for Leigh and Adrian Lamb.
Yeah, just
all gathered on the line.
Just to go back to that point you make, Mark, which is dead right. One of the highlights of Leigh Leopards' season last year and all that success in 2023 was they were able to have all the key men as Asiata. He's so influential to Leigh's attack. With him and Epape and Tom Amon missing through that middle, it makes it incredibly difficult.
Well, this is when he got Simbin. Look at him. Give me some more of that, he says. But we've just seen him leave the field again. He looked very, very uncomfortable there. He has been helped to the dressing room. That is not a good sight for Leigh. We hope that Asiata is okay.
Move! All the way. Hold.
Well, not the way he envisaged his night going in the bin, and now in the dugout as well.
Yeah, Robbie Mulhern with another carry. 21 carries, 159 metres in round one, building off that incredible season he had last year.
Kick downfield. He's gathered. Good chase as well. Edison looked towards the official. Nothing doing there. Here's Percival. Millsby's looked so lively already tonight. He will get the ball away. Donald busy centre field. Dwyer putting himself about a bit as well. Good run. Sirenen, what a signing he's been for St Helens.
Oh, he's been phenomenal ever since he's came to the club. Curtis Sirenen. Again, just so threatening, such a big, devastating back rower. His ability to carry the ball hard and have the subtlety to play as Clark takes off.
This is the last tackle, so they need to keep this alive, and they haven't done. And the Leopards get it on their own 40-metre line. He saw the gap, Clark, and he couldn't resist.
Well, he couldn't resist, but there's been a couple of sets where St Helens and Lamb's now threatening. Look,
Latelli wrapped up by Knowles. You mentioned that left edge, Latelli, the go-to man. Initially got a ban, didn't he, that got rescinded in the end. Oh, ball comes free, good shot goes in. And now Wellesby advances forward. And once again, Leigh guilty of not completing their set. Percival now comes up with an error, and the referee says play on.
Well, it's a bit of a knock-on-a-thon so far. Oh, there's another one here just as I called it. Clark picks up.
Here's Clark. Well, 3 turnovers of play and 1 tackle there.
Yeah, we've seen that over a number of games. What about this for a young kid, George Delaney? Burst onto the scene last season after making his debut at Castleford away in 2022. And he'll be looking for another big year. Morgan Knowles now straightening up as he just crosses over the 25-metre line towards Leigh's end of the field.
Clark, dummy half, gets it away to Lomax. Lomax goes short to Sirenen, bumps off the would-be tackle of Lamb, but is quickly wrapped up by 2 Leopards. Here's Hurrell in at dummy half. He'll get it away to Lomax. Lomax moves it across the field. Knowles has a wrestling match with Mulhern. Mulhern, having been shrugged off then, completes the tackle, and Clark waits 12 away. Dodd to Wellesby now. Ball back on the angled run of Whitley. Whitley breaks through one but can't get past the second. This is the last tackle. Walmsley pushed out of the way by Clark, who will get it away now to Dodd. They've got numbers if they go through the hands. Lomax goes alone and he's tracked down and offloads it, but his referee, I think, is going to say he was tackled, and that will be a turnover.
Yeah, Liam Moore says that Johnny Lomax's ball carrying arm hits the floor. And it's a good call by the man in the middle. Of course, Liam Moore under the spotlight last week.
Leopards have it. Almost a quarter of the game gone. We await the first points here.
It's another good carry from Mulhern. Trying to generate some quick ruck speed. Jack Hughes, he's met by 3.
For so long we've been used to seeing Hughes in the back row, but now stepping up as the kick over the top. This could be a potential 40-20.
Got it.
What a kick that is. Moylan showing his quality with a kick over the top. He didn't have a lot of room to work with there, and he finds the touchline. Great stuff from the Leopards.
Mark, you just get a sense that this Leigh Leopards are growing in this game. As time ticks on, they're now starting to become and looking a little bit more threatening. It's the first real opportunity that we've seen as Halton crosses over the 10-metre line. They're 8 metres away from their line.
Dwyer, Mulhern met. Great shot again.
Morgan Knowles. Get that into you.
Dwyer again finds Moylan, who finds Lamb, who gets it away. Here now is O'Brien. He's wrapped up. That's how close they are to open the scoring here. Saints, everybody back. Lamb gets it away. Taken forward, 10 away from the line.
Release!
Dwyer's coming back short to Lamb. Lamb puts a step on, gets it to Latelli. Latelli gets it! What a shot, Conrad Hurrell! And he comes up with a barnstorming tackle on the Saints line.
Well, let me tell you something, Mark. That is two huge men going at it. Ricky Leopards just tries to power and barge his way over. But Conrad Hurrell, the big Tongan, he's having none of it. A beautiful shot. And dislodges the ball. Brilliant defence there from Conrad Hurrell. And it had to be as well.
Scrum down, boys. Scrum down, boys. Scrum down.
Great tackle. And Hurrell, having flattened Leopards, then offered him an arm to help him off the ground.
Let's lock our hands in, boys.
So much more live rugby league across Sky Sports. Leeds Catalan tomorrow at 2:30, followed by Hull KR at Salford. And then the NRL, early hours of Sunday morning. Las Vegas, the Sea Eagles take on the Rabbitohs at 1 AM. And the Roosters take on the Broncos. The NRL back this weekend. And we round it off with Hull against London. 3 o'clock kickoff on Sunday. Big game that at the bottom end of the Super League table.
From Vegas to Hull.
Another ball coming out. Referee said it went backwards. It was a sheer impact to the tackle that knocked it out of Walmsley's grasp. Here's Lomax, gets it away to Siren, and he's wrapped up.
That's good defence on the inside. You just see that replay there. He gets rid of Brad Dwyer. Somehow that ball comes out. And Liam Moore decides it's gone backwards. So Saints on tackle 5 here, Mark.
Done under pressure, goes high. They can't quite catch it on the full. Oh, it takes an awkward bounce, and that just costs a few metres. So Saints have had more of the possession. Completion rate, look at that. Neither coach will be happy with 63 or 50%.
Again, just our very eyes tell us that Leigh are starting their sets, Mark, further and further up the field. You just get a sense that, particularly down this left edge, the points and the threat is there for Leigh if they can expose this right edge of St Helens.
Donald wrapped up just over the halfway line. Here now is Lamb, finds Moylan, who finds O'Brien. Tip pass, good one. Briscoe's got a bit of space. Dodd closes it down quickly, and then Percival will finish off the tackle.
Just the work underneath the ball there. Lewis Dodd trying to get them in loop. We saw that a number of times over at Huddersfield last week when Saints looked stripped. The red and white shirts just looped around and got them in cover. And they've done it again.
Don't grab his legs out.
Harlaker plays the ball. Last one. They're running it here. Is Lamb gonna go? Gets it away to O'Donnell, but that will be the turnover. It's Saints. Well, the coach is clapping with that play. Didn't quite end the set as they maybe would have wanted to, but they're going to turn it over again inside St Helens 20-metre area.
Yeah, it was a beautiful line from Kai O'Donnell. Johnny Lomax was taking a legs tackle and killing the set. For Adrian Lamb, he applauds it because, again, they just know that if they can spend time up near this end of the field, that they've certainly got strike within them. And they are creeping closer and closer.
You mentioned the ball handling. There's been nothing wrong with the tackling so far. There's been a few big shots going in. As Walmsley thought about offloading. Davis on the ground, just needed to let go, and he did in the nick of time. As Knowles will carry. He's wrapped up. 5 short of the halfway line. A pitch again, cutting up. We mentioned the rain before the game. Here's Lomax, short to Sirenand as well to hang on. Last one. Dodd will get it. He's under pressure, but gets it away quickly. O'Brien has a look at the touchline, finds his bearings, catches it, and tries to get past Delaney, but Delaney makes the tackle.
Yeah, it was brilliant kick pressure, wasn't it, from Leopards from the inside. And Moylan, or it was Dwyer rather, from the outside. And what that does, it just rushes Lewis Dodd's kick. Enables Gareth O'Brien just to catch that ball, Mark, with no one around him. Just a safe take from an experienced fullback like Gareth O'Brien.
Yeah, he had a short spell, didn't he, at St Helens way back in 2013. Much travelled Gareth O'Brien, but you'd have to say he's done a good job wherever he's been as Kubawai carries it forward. He's on off the bench. And now Dwyer will pop it up. Mulhern's seen a gap behind the ruck, and he goes through it. And he was looking to offload, but Walmsley brings him down. Fifth tackle, and here now goes Moylan on a run, gets it away. Holton with a kick in behind, turns around Welsby. The chase is on. Welsby will have to take the tackle. If that kick had had a little bit more on it, Saints would have been in trouble there.
It would have been, man, but look, again, it's not a bad end to the set. We saw Johnny Lomax, his legs tackle on Kai O'Donnell, meaning the ball got changed over 20 metres away. Now they've turned it over 6 metres away from the line. Well, they just need to keep this up, Lee. A beautiful carry from Robbie Mulhern, who set that ruck speed off on the right edge. And the kick from Holton, like you said.
Firing in here, the Leopards, they're looking.
Move back, straight out.
But so far, Saints making metres downfield. Ball wrapped up. There's Bell, former league player himself. The Scotland international wrapped up. Pressure on the kick here. Not the best pass to Dodd. Does well to skip away from one. Buys himself time. Kick should be called on the full by Briscoe and is. And Briscoe catches it on his own 30. Slips the ball away to O'Brien. Not too sure he wanted that one, but he got it anyway.
Well, he certainly didn't look like he wanted it. Didn't really punch onto the end of that play. They moved the ball. Lamb onto Charnley. Josh Charnley, 27 tries last season. And one last week in, a fortnight ago in round one.
What a year. Said that he considered giving up the game. It's remarkable, isn't it? When you think of the talent he's still got.
Yeah.
Here's Dwyer. Finds Lamb, who finds O'Brien. Moylan on that edge is wrapped up. Thought about offloading. And he's dragged to the ground. Whitley adding his weight to the tackle. Holton suffered that torn pec last year that really stopped his progress with the Leopards. As they go, a little bit of a made-up last place. Lamb is going to now kick across the field. It should be dealt with by Makinson, and the tackle made. 10 out from the line. Lomax will bring it forward, but they're struggling for metres here. Walmsley's gone off with Knowles. Winfield and Bell into the action. Let's go down to Jenna Brooks then, who's got news about John Asiata.
Yeah, Mark, I just spoke to the Leigh Leopards doctor. She told me it's early days, but he's in a lot of pain with his right calf. He's got it strapped. He's on crutches. Interestingly enough, the injury actually occurred after a Sione Matautia tackle. And, of course, Asiata was sent to the sin bin. Here it is here. Asiata was sent to the sin bin in the opening minute for what was deemed a dangerous tackle on Sione Matautia. But, yeah, Asiata in a lot of pain. You can see him there. He won't be coming back tonight, that's for sure.
No. Calf problem then, not the knee, and now a penalty for St Helens.
Yeah, well, that's 3 out of their 5 Dream Team members from last season now gone. Pape and Moan, of course, banned tonight. He'll be back, but Asiata looks like he's going to spend a period on the sidelines. And only Lachlan Lamb and Josh Charnley out of that Dream Team in 2023 still out here tonight, Mark.
Yeah. Saints on the attack, approaching half an hour on the clock. Here now is Dodd. Finds Bell. Lovely hands to Whitley. Whitley gets it away. And there he is again. Jack Welsby on point. His 3rd try. 3 in 3 games for him this season already. But Bell with a beautiful hand to the line. Welsby scores. Saints lead 4-0.
Well, we saw it last week, Mark, and I don't think there's a player in the competition who provides more impact than the 29-year-old James Bell. Just watch his ability here, just skips up, a lovely short little pass, tears the inside shoulder of Zach Hardaker off. Moylan gets interested in the carry, and a beautiful short ball there. Whitley with the support from Jack Welsby, and Welsby goes in for his 3rd try this season. And they've had to wait 30 minutes before the key opened up the defence of the Leigh Leopards. And a beautiful, well-worked try there through that man, James Bell.
Great work, Welsby. 3 tries in 3 games for him. Smiles all round in the St Helens coaching box. That rush up there as well. 4 points to 0 then. And a kick to come for Mark Percival. 10 in from touch on that far side, looking to make it 6 points to 0.
Yeah, Mark Percival kicked 3 from 4 last week, Mark. Certainly brought the kicking tee last week, but this is a difficult conversion for him. It's 20 metres out and 10 metres infield.
Yeah. Fair enough, no, yeah. Well,
Going back to Jack Welsby.
No dramas.
You know, I've obviously spent a number of years playing with Jack, and I've just seen him grow every year. Unlucky to lose out to Bevan French on the Man of Steel, but 3 tries inside of 3 games tells you there's points all around him.
84% success probability on this kick. Mark Percival will send it on the way. Well, that was waved away. Percival has a quizzical look. I must admit, when he struck it, I thought this had gone through.
It looked like it went through. Perhaps we needed the pulse from the DW last week, the red and green. Well, the linesman's there in the best position. We have to go with it.
Well, Percival is still having to work with a touch judge on the far side, and he's shaking his head. He can't believe it. He thought that had gone through, and I have to say there's a degree of sympathy there on that one.
Well, sport has a funny way, doesn't it, of playing it out, and it'll be interesting to see if the outcome of this game was decided by 2 points, as Delaney looks to carry, and he's well met there by the Leigh Leopards.
Hold, boys, hold. Hold.
There might be something more to be said about that should this end a 2-point ball game. Let's have a look what else is going on tonight in the Super League. Remember, every game live on Sky this season. Warrington, Lake Castleford 6-4 on Sky Sports Mix right now. And look at that, the World Club champions Wigan lead Huddersfield by 18 points to 0.
Yeah, I thought it would be a difficult ask for them, given the celebrations, the emotional game, the town and the win. They're showing true champion style. Lomax, he just crosses over into Lee's territory once more.
Here's the kick from Dodd. Kicks high downfield. O'Brien catches it on the full. Will bring the ball back. And he's hit hard. Just a word about Huddersfield being 28 points to 0 last week.
Yeah.
18-0 down this week. Ian Watson will be looking for some answers from his side tonight.
Yeah, a lot of eyebrows will be raised on Huddersfield's early performances. You know, he got the win in round 1 against the Leigh Leopards in a very scrappy game. It was almost just a battle of who was not going to play as bad. As Halton, that's a big contact with James Bell, and doesn't he ride it well?
He did. He left Bell and the marker on the ground, and that gets some easy meters for the Leopards. Last one. 32 metres out, centre field. Lamb will get it now. He just steps and hoists it high. Welsby has a look to Makinson. Makinson comes in field. Makes that look pretty straightforward, Tommy Makinson. And Saints have it back.
A great take from Makinson. He was outstretched and just raises that right leg just to protect himself. Beautiful take. With Conrad Hurrell now just pinching meters with 3 Leopards on his back.
Go back to that shot he put in on Latelli on the Saints line.
A big play, wasn't it?
It was. Tight old game here. Again, Bell with the hands up the line. Such a smart player, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a good, like I say, it's a joy to watch with James Bell. Lomax now.
Well, Latelli threw everything at Sirenen there, and Sirenen just stood there. Tough all night tonight here at the Totally Wicked Stadium. Low kick, chases are coming, bounce will be crucial, and in the end, Briscoe does well to save the Leopards because that kick was awkward. O'Brien couldn't gather it in.
It almost looks like it comes off Dodd's shin. Perhaps not the kick that we're used to him seeing, but the bounce beats O'Brien, and Briscoe, too experienced, just sees that one away.
Yeah, time off. The flight of the ball would suggest something wasn't right with that kick.
He just didn't connect with it right. But it matters not. It's a repeat set. I thought Lewis Dodd's kicking game last week was incredible against Huddersfield. 15 attacking kicks he put in, and a number of those were just short, soft grubbers.
Ever present last year after an injury-ravaged year or so before that. And he's at the heart of St Helens as they look to regain their Super League title. Been a good start to the season for them. We're nearly 2.5 games in, and they've only conceded the 1 try. Here now goes Delaney.
George Delaney there, just targeting Moylan, just trying to pinch the juice out of him. Inside ball back to Bell.
Good shot goes in there. Dan Norman, important tackle. Ball now to Welsby. Welsby gets it away. Whitley bounces off one, comes in field, wrapped up again. There's tackles left here, a couple of them for Saints. Clark will get it away to Bell. Bell will find Dodd, who finds Lomax, who gets it away to Hurrell! Oh, did he get it down? Did he get this down? The referee will want to look if he did. It's Conrad Hurrell's 100th career try.
Tackle 4.
But did he get it down?
We have no try, Chris. Just look if he gets the ball to the ground there, please, mate.
Okay, it's tackle 4. We have no try. A live call of no try. Checking the grounding, please. We could go nice and slow on this. Hurrell's in possession. And the ball appears to be up. It still appears to be up. And appears to be up at that point. Could we get the angle from behind there, please? Just to confirm that the ball never gets to the ground. Yeah, if we could run it through on here, please. Live call of no try. Does the ball get to the ground or the line? No, it doesn't, so I'm looking for a restart now. And at this point, the tackle is complete. Thank you, I have made my decision.
Well, he may have only just joined the club on a short-term basis, but Brad Dwyer there has almost done the impossible. He stopped Conrad Hurrell from point-blank range. What a tackle that is from Brad Dwyer.
Well, we saw Conrad Hurrell come up with a huge play defensively on Ricky Latelli. But this time, he's to be denied in an attacking position, and what a play that is from Brad Dwyer. Talk about announcing yourself on debut right in front of the Leigh Leopards fans. But Saints will have one more.
We will, and this could be crucial in this game. As Dodd's going to rub the kick through, picked up one, and the Leopards get it back right underneath their own post, but they've given away a penalty, St Helens. They couldn't resist, and they've given Leigh an easy way out.
Yeah, a nice little kick from Dodd. We saw a number of those last week, but it's Moylan who's there to regather. Welsby comes in, and it's just a lending weight there from Whitley and Dodd. That's deemed a flop now. The players have been warned about that. Is an area that referees are going to clamp up on, and Paul Wellens looks on. That'll be disappointing for him.
Hold. Go.
But Leigh, once again, survives Saints' attack near the goal line.
One. Move now. Up and square.
Leigh bringing it forward.
Dan Norman, he'll be looking to have a big game against his former club. During his time at St Helens, of course, he had 2 stints with the Leigh Leopards. But he's there permanently now.
3. Move now. Back up.
Ball coming forward up towards the halfway line. Closing in on half-time here. As now they'll come to this left side again. Latelli bumping one off. Hurrell's there again. Latelli does so well to stay in the field of play.
Back 10 now, good.
The ball now works its way centre field. Dwyer. Kubuwai carries it forward. Is there a chance here for the Leopards to level things up? Closing stages first half. Moylan takes it to the line, finds Holton. Holton tries to put his head through the tackle. He's going to be wrapped up on the last one.
Hand over, boys.
And that will be the turnover.
I just feel for Adrian Lamb's side, you just get a sense that they need to put something on the end of the sets. A number of times they've been caught with ball in hand.
They have. Warrington lead Castleford 12-4 over on Sky Sports Mix, and Huddersfield on the board. Ian Watson and the boys must have been listening. 18-4 Wigan lead here. We mentioned earlier the NRL underway this weekend. Colin Clark was the last league coach to win at St Helens in 1982. And he'll be in Las Vegas with Phil Clark watching the Sea Eagles against the Rabbitohs. Sunday you can watch on Sky Sports Arena 1 AM. And the Roosters against the Broncos, 4:30 Sky Sports Arena.
Move straight out.
What a way to kick off the season. We're 3 rounds in. Now we're enjoying it again. Good defensive stand from the Leopards. Now they'll bring it forward. They've not created an awful lot, Carl, but they're getting the ball in the right areas.
Oh, Mark, they're in the game. There's no doubt about that. The scoreboard tells you at 4-0. But just the way that they've hung in there, defending for one another near their own try line, Leigh, but then their ability to claw the way up through the middle of the field. But I do believe that they have to put some quality on the end. Is this the moment?
Is this the quality? O'Brien gets all the corner. He couldn't find Charlie. Latelli made a decoy run inside, but O'Brien just couldn't find the pass for Charlie.
Yeah, it was well-worked move again down this left-hand side of the field. And O'Brien, well, if his arm, was another 2 inches longer, perhaps would have went into the chest of Charlie, and who knows, we could have been away.
Yeah. Well, a pat on the back for Adrian Lamb from Derek Beaumont there.
Back up, Johnny.
4-0 mark. Adrian Lamb will be delighted with this, considering John Asiata in the bin and then losing him as well.
Brian, get tight. Okay, go.
Yeah, plenty to talk about at half-time with Brian and the guys. That Asiata sin binning early on will be a feature of their chat, I'm sure. Last action, Bell slips it away again.
That's been the most threatening part of Saints' attack tonight through James Bell.
Last one here. Are they going to gamble? Lomax gets it away. Hurrell flicks the ball away. Great pass to Makinson. Makinson has a look down the touchline and decides that'll do it. That will be half-time. Paul Wellens makes his way down towards the dressing room. Adrian Lamb doing the same. It was Wellesby's try. We had to wait half an hour for it.
Stick to some structure that Paul Wellens wants to see from his side.
Yeah, well, St Helens have now played 200 minutes of Super League Rugby League this season, and they've conceded 1 try. The London Broncos, the only team to have posted points against Saints so far. High restart, regathered by O'Brien. And here come the Leopards.
Yeah, big Dan Norman, straight off the back fence. Just carries hard into Delaney and Bell. And haven't them two provided Saints with some impact since they entered to the field?
Hold now. Hold.
They certainly have. Carried forward again.
Move, James. Up at square.
Davis that time. An unsung hero for the Leigh Leopards last season. Played 30 out of the 32 games on offer. Collected his second Challenge Cup along the way as well with that win over Hull KR.
Scoop from Dwyer.
Move back, Johnny.
Shot goes in there from Whitley, but they're over halfway here, the Leopards, so they'll get a good kick away. Wellesby comes forward, catches it on the full, turns around. There's no one really he could get it to, so he'll take the tackle. Decent first set, though, for the Leopards.
Yeah, solid first set. Nothing flash, just through those in between the scrum lines, rolling down the field, putting a high kick in from Lachlan Lamb. And just catches Jack Wellesby through the centre of the field, and it's Saints' turn now to reply and respond. Percival carries just over the 30-metre line, away from his own end.
Defence again. Wingfield to ground. Missed a lot of last year, didn't he, Jack Wingfield, with injury. And there goes Delaney again. Holds onto it, good carry from him. Last one, 40 out. They'll go to Lomax, who's going to go through the hands. Not the best pass to Hurrell, and Hurrell's under pressure. Does well to find Sirinen. He'll get it back to Lomax, who hoists it high. I think Leigh are happy to let them have the ball far side. They might not be now, though. Ball here to Lomax. He kicks in behind. Dodds after it. It's picked up on the line by Moylan, and for the first time tonight down that side of the pitch, maybe an unplanned kick has proved to be quite effective.
It certainly was an unplanned kick, Mark. There's no doubt about that. It was a scruffy and horrible end to the set, but it comes up and nearly turns into gold. Moylan just at the right place at the right time to collect that ball about a metre away from his line, and this will be a relief for the Leopards.
It will. Marker's not square. So a penalty, a relieving one as well, and you saw Bell there hadn't quite straightened up.
Yeah, he doesn't make the extra effort that's needed just to get himself back square. Paul Wellens will be disappointed with a flop. And the markers not being square, two of the basic rules that have been told and explained to the playing group.
Look at that, they start tackle one just over the halfway line. They were pinned deep inside their own end of the field.
And that's what's disappointing, isn't it? If you put the side 1 metre away from the try line, we've seen in the past St Helens really enjoy and thrive in that part of the field in defence. But to let them off the hook, just too easy.
Up to the 30-metre line.
Hold. Oh, third.
Here's Moylan, gets it away. 25 out from the St Helens line. Ball now works its way across, going through the hands. Here's Latelli now. Latelli with a little step, tries to bump off Hurrell, but Suranen is there to drag him down. Last one here, 10 metres out from the line. They're going to go down the short side. The kick was played up, but it's fallen upon there. And Delaney is in the right place, and Saints get it back.
Well, there's two parts to that end of that set. And many of our viewers at home might feel that Lachlan Lamb's kicks a poor one. But it's James Bell's effort to stick his foot out and trap the ball. And then George Delaney just to pounce on it and kill the play. It's great stuff there from St Helens.
It is. Still 4 points to 0. It's Saints' turn now to work their ball, knock the ball out of their own end of the field. Still that one score lead as the ball carried forward. Nice one again.
All the way, mate. Hold. Go 5.
Ball with Dodd, who's going to kick, try and get it in behind Briscoe, but he's well set, will gather it, and now brings it forward off his 10-metre line. And he's going to be tackled just short of the 30-metre line. And again, the Leopards starting in reasonable territory.
Yeah, Adrian Lamb saying courageous in that first half. Well, they've carried it on in the same fashion inside of 5 minutes. And many of the supporters here tonight for St Helens could have been forgiven to think that they were going to come and see some free-flowing attack, given the evidence of the first 2 rounds, but perhaps a step up in class from what they've played.
Still 3.
As Dwyer offloads.
Good offload as well. The Kubwai almost made his way inside the 40. Now here's
ball here.
Ball's on here. Here goes O'Brien. Great tackle. Fullback on fullback. Now the ball going down the near side. Here's Hardacre. Holds up in front of him, and Hardacre has he got it down. Referee will want to check it. The Leopards fans celebrate. What's the decision on the field? It is a try. Let's check it out.
Does maintain possession to the line, please, Chris.
Okay, it's tackle 5. We have a live call of try. Can we go straight to the grounding, please? Hardacre in possession. He's still in possession. Does he maintain possession all the way to the floor? Okay, that angle's not great. Have we got anything else on that, please? Yeah, if we go through on this, please. He's got it in his right arm. Okay, he looks to maintain possession on that. Have we got any other angles, please? Yeah, run it through on this, please. Okay, yeah, that's not going to show me much either. Yeah, if we go to this one, please. This is probably going to be the one. Okay, Hardacre's in possession. He's still in possession. Still has a hold of the ball. Run that back. Can we run that back, please? Does the ball get to the ground? I have a live call of try. Okay, nice and slow on this. He's in possession. And the ball hits the ground. Thank you. I've viewed the angles I need. I've made my decision.
So, Zach Hardacre over the line for the first time since the Cup semi-final against St Helens. And that will level it up. The Leopards fans celebrate. It's 4 points apiece. The gap opened up in front of him. And Adrian Lamb's side are back on level terms.
Yeah, well, if we were to dissect that try from Hardacre, there's a couple of key involvements through Matt Moylan. It's the speed of the ruck in the play earlier. But Mark Percival, he comes up with an awful read out on that edge on Zach Hardacre. Just keep your eye on number 4, Percival. He gets caught neither here or there. Perhaps takes a little bit of a stumble under the soft ground. But Mark Percival will be disappointed with that. But it was the play before for me, Mark. The inside ball for Gareth O'Brien that created the ruck speed. And there's enough shirts in there. But again, the read from Percival just wasn't what it needed to be. As Hardacre pushes it wide, 4-all locked in.
Yeah, no doubt about that one missing the target. Hardacre can't convert his own try, but Leigh are level.
Just here, this inside ball there. Matt Whitley gets caught. And it's the speed of the ruck. St Helens, they can't get forward. They get forward 3 or 4 metres. Percival comes up with a wrong read, gets stuck in the mud. And Hardacre, well, he's been around a long, long time. Zach Hardacre, the 32-year-old, brings the Leopards back into this contest.
So Saints pegged back. This is the second try of the season that they have conceded. Carry there. Off the restart, Norman up against his former club. And the Leopards enthused by their start to the second half.
Trapped him in.
And Matt Moylan is starting to have a big impact on this game.
Yeah, slowly but surely. The guys mentioned in pre-game. And you just get a feeling with Moylan that when the weather warms up and the track gets a bit more drier, he'll grow and orchestrate this side around. But Brad Dwyer's had a good influence since his first debut at the club.
Move, Lewis! 5.
Ball now on the last one. The kicking from halfway again. There was pressure on the kick. Wilsby collects it, will get it away, and Benison will take the first tackle just short of the Saints' 30-metre line. 4 points apiece here.
2.
John Benison,
Move, square markers.
the try last week in his first appearance over at Huddersfield in 2024. Makinson, his fellow winger,
3.
just crosses over the 40 mark.
Up in square, hold Ben, hold. Ball 3.
In a tough old night, some tough carries. A night for the forwards, potentially.
Ball, Frankie, hold.
I certainly feel like the Leigh Leopards have won that middle of the field. They've committed a few more numbers.
5. Move down, goal 5.
The detail in the ruck's been pretty good as Holton puts pressure on Dodd.
Gets the kick away, and the catch made by O'Brien, but the Saints are there to wrap him up. 20 metres out from the Leopards line. And we've got a game on here. No win, remember. This is 1982 in St Helens against St Helens for the Leigh Club. Is tonight their night?
3. Move now. Back with me. Hold. Goal 3.
Dwyer in at dummy half. Hardacre, the try scorer, wrapped up.
4. Move, Dad. Hold here. Don't trap it.
Cutting it.
Hold. Goal 4.
Up the middle they go again, and again they'll get to halfway.
Hold.
That's all that's needed, Mark. Coming out of their own end. Moylan with time this time to put the boot to ball, and look at the chase from the Leopards here as Benison collects, and it's Moylan who chases his own kick, and his first one there to the party.
Good work, line speed from the Leopards, and they get to Makinson. Well, it's all level here, but look at this. Warrington piling on the points against Castleford. 26 points to 4 on Sky Sports Mix right now. And Huddersfield got another try. Wigan 22-10. Here comes St Helens, though, looking to get the ball out wide. They're bumping off players. They're still going with Dodd. Ball back on the inside, and they're racing away. Can they get to Makinson? They cannot. Sensational try from St Helens from deep inside their own half. They bust away down the left. Support flooding through the middle, and the Saints fans enjoyed that one. Saints back in front. A wonderful try from Makinson. St Helens 8, Leigh 4.
Well, Lewis Dodd, big players just know how to step up in big moments. And Lewis Dodd comes up with a peach of a run. Poor defence, really, from the Leopards, but it all starts with Conrad Hurrell. Devastating run back through the middle of the field, proving difficult. Jack Welsby then, out the back it goes, and Lewis Dodd there. Hardacre backs off, and the defence is so disconnected between Holton, Briscoe and Hardacre, and the Saints shirts just pushing through the middle of the field, and it gets into the hands of Makinson, and Tommy Makinson scores. A beautiful try from inside their own half from the Saints. But Lewis Dodd, an ever-present last year. What a run from him. And Makinson crosses over. He's now 5 tries away from St Helens' Super League top try scorer. And the man sitting in front of him is the coach, Paul Helens, on 199. And Tommy Makinson edges towards taking that from him. A beautiful score.
It was indeed. Tom Briscoe, I think, would like that tackle again, but couldn't make it. A double last year against the Leopards, and he's on the board here. And Percival will be hoping there'll be no doubt about this kick from right in front, and he sends it straight through the middle. So Leigh weren't on level terms for long. Paul Helens looks quite relaxed, but his side have just scored with a great piece of rugby league.
Yeah, and it was a devastating run again, wasn't it? Conrad Hurrell proving difficult, such an uncompromising ball carrier. And Jack Wellsby there just to give it to Lewis Dodd, but just look at the chaos on that right edge defence. There's a triangle created, and that always presents the trouble. Holton, Hardacre backing off, and Briscoe ahead of him, and Makinson just with the legs to get over, under pressure from Josh Charnley. And look at the box there. Paul Weller's delighted, punches the air, 10-4.
Big moment in this game. St Helens at the top of the Super League. We'll find out how the Dragons and the Robins get on tomorrow, of course. There's the ball carried forward here. And Saints working their way back to the middle of the field. There's Moses Mbai, his first appearance of the new season. Delaney, an ever-willing runner. Now carried forward. This brings down Bell. Lomax almost through the tackle. Hurrell was looking on the inside, but he couldn't quite get free. Last one, and it's Saints who'll kick from halfway. At the back is O'Brien. Catches it on.
Oh, what a chase!
And like an exocet there, Makinson went for him. And it might be a good job he didn't make full contact.
Yeah, terrific chase there, Tommy Makinson. He was guilty in the first half of not really chasing his edge kick, but he's made up for it there. A try to boot, and it certainly woke up the winger. He goes flying in there, and O'Brien does well to get out of it.
I think he realised a split second before. I don't think he knew he was there. Oh, now. A bit of a juggle there. I think the referee's going to deem that this is a knock-on. Holm it is, who shakes his head. Let's have another look.
Frankie Holton just trying to get to his feet, and the ball just comes out. He has a responsibility to hold that ball. Frankie Holton, having spent 2/3 of his career in the Championship with stints at Swinton and Featherstone, signed over at Leigh mid-season last year from Hull KR. It was impressive, wasn't he, Mark? Early doors for Hull Kingston Rovers. Loses the ball there, and an opportunity for Saints. The scrum 40 metres away.
There's Leigh, I think it's Briscoe. You just see it on the left of your screen there. He's just getting treatment. He looks like he's struggling maybe with a calf problem. There he is. This is not good. You never really want to have to change your outside backs, but he's struggling here.
Obviously, he's a defender here as well.
Some more problems for the Leopards. And their coach, Adrian Lamb, he's already, if you just joined us, John Asiata off injured. A torn calf for Asiata, going to be out for quite a while. And now, Briscoe's struggling here, but there's Asiata. You can see the crutches. It'll be a costly night, and it looks like Tom Briscoe's going to join him on the sideline. This is not good news. When the scrum formed, Briscoe went down to the ground, and initially I thought it was cramped, but looks a little bit more serious than that.
Well, Tom Briscoe, 33-year-old, he's not missed a game for the Leigh Leopards ever since he came over from Leeds. It's a sad sight to see him leave the field, but with 4 interchanges on the bench, when they started this game, all forwards, there's going to have to be an almighty reshuffle.
Heads in, heading Gaz. Time back on.
That was always the concern, Mark. Second season with Leigh. If they had injuries, how would it fare up? And that looked forward.
First defence breaks early from the scrum.
Full pass from the scrum move. Lomax.
Is either a full penalty.
Make a note of that one. We don't see that too many times. A Lomax unforced error, but that was one.
One for the collector's book for sure.
You can, mate. You can. Make the first defence. He breaks early from the scrum.
It's a penalty or you can repack. It's your choice. You want two, yeah? Two. Gaz O'Brien detaches early from the scrum. They've got the option full penalty.
It is actually going to be a penalty to St Helens. Looks like there's a late shot here on Lomax, potentially.
Well, Frankie Halton there. No need for it, is there? It looks soft, doesn't it, as a penalty? But he pushes him in the back after the ball's being played.
That's the tackle that we think led to the injury for Tom Briscoe. He did get up and play the ball, didn't he? So
10 metres, please, boys.
Well, Saints are going to have a shot at goal here.
And Adrian Lamb will be disappointed in that. You almost feel that action on Johnny Lomax, you've not actually affected him whatsoever, just giving away a lazy penalty. You might as well leave a piece on him if you're going to do that.
So this is where, so it's O'Brien that's pulled out of the back of the scrum. That's what the penalty's for.
Right.
He's peeled away too soon. So the option is repack the scrum, or you can have a kick at goal. And Mark Percival says, I'll have a kick at the goal. This will be an 8-point advantage here. Stands in front and sends it on the way. And this one is straight and true. I must admit there, I was starting to scratch my head that if that was a penalty against Frankie Holman, the game was in a bit of bother.
Well, yeah, I just thought when I've seen a replay that that's all it could have been for. We saw from the wider angle Gareth O'Brien leaving the scrum early and giving away that penalty. Either way, it's a soft one to give away, Mark.
You can still scrum trap. I don't know where you got that from.
It is now a 2-score advantage.
I don't know where you got that from. Sorry, mate.
12 points to 4. So much more live rugby league action to come across the weekend. Leeds Catalans, 2:30 tomorrow, Sky Sports action. Same place, Salford against the unbeaten Robins at 5:25. Then we're off to Las Vegas. The NRL kicks off. Manly against South Sydney at 1 AM. And then the Roosters take on the Broncos at 4:30. We round off the weekend. Hull against London, 2:55. Two teams looking for their first win of the new season, and the verdict 3:30 on
penalty off
Wednesday.
kickoff. And this time there's no confusing about that. Dan Norman.
Let's go then, boys, let's go.
The contact there, just up off the shoulder and underneath the chin of Delaney. He looks at the referee, he knows he's being caught high. But nothing more else to it.
You were a prop forward. Talk to me about George Delaney, 20 years old. You wouldn't know it by looking at him, would you?
No, and certainly by the way he carries the ball. He doesn't have much regard for his body at this stage, but you know, he's inside that 0 to 50 game, and then after 50 games you kind of start to change and adapt your style. But at the moment the young fella's just loving it, and there's nothing more exciting for fans across all the game when one of your young forwards is just ripping in and having respect for no one's reputation.
Yeah. Lucky not to be in the hunt for the young Super League player last year, many thought. And he's on current form, putting his hand up certainly this time around.
He's playing big minutes as well, which is a joy to see.
Yes. First pass from Lomax. It's out here. Comes back centre field to Bell. Bell finds Dodd. Dodd gets it out the back to Wellesby. Wellesby hands one off, but can't get past the second defender. And it's Hughes who makes the tackle. Last one incoming here for Saints. Just float the kick over the top. They're asking O'Brien to come. It doesn't quite get there. And the referee, I think he's going to adjudge that that'll be the turnover. There was a Saints player who got hands on the ball.
It was Percival, Mark. But just keep your eye on what Lee do is a middle three there. Moylan, Hughes and Hardacre, they make it incredibly difficult for Percival to catch, almost present a wall in front of him. That escort just means Percival can't quite get the catch that he wanted on it and drops the ball. And it's Charnley who looks to drive forward now as Warrington lead 26-8 over at the Halliwell Jones.
Looking for back-to-back wins, Sam Burgess' side. Here, Lee looking to get back in. They were on level terms for around about 4 minutes here. It's early in the season, but just, they're putting a marker down here, St Helens. 3 really tough, uncompromising performances so far.
Yeah, Look, Mark, nobody remembers round 3. You know, at the end of the season when the big lights are on and it's at Old Trafford. As Leigh looked to have a chance here, Mark.
Yeah, O'Brien goes past one. Was that ball ripped out? Did he drop it? He dropped it.
But it's just about getting wins on the board. And Saints at 12-4 up. With 3/4 of this game gone. Morgan Knowles enters back into the field. He'll have a bit of intent and purpose.
Saints working it up towards halfway. Almost an hour gone here. They lead by 8. And Bye gets it away to Bell. Bell will just carry it this time. Always a threat with that late pass at the line, but this time he takes the tackle. Here's Dodd. Dodd runs it, dummies inside. And he's going to be wrapped up 30 metres away, 15 in, near side.
Just wanted Jack Welsby a little bit tighter to him. Welsby with his hands on the ball now, looks across the field. Lomax
looks to get it away. Here's Hurrell. Hurrell on the charge. Runs at Latelli. Latelli gets him out, but they bat it back. Makinson did so well to keep that ball in. Great defence from Latelli, but Saints are not done yet. The kick's on here. They'll roll the kick through. It's a horrible bounce. They're going to have to jump on it. They had to. May well have been a try otherwise. Norman, I don't think had any other option. Had to concede the penalty.
Well, there was 5 shirts through the middle of the field, all wanting to be on the end of that kick. And Gareth O'Brien, well, he can be forgiven for being a bit petrified there with 4 Red V men chasing at him, but doesn't Makinson and Hurrell do well in the play before? And Dan Norman, you're right, Mark, he has to make a play for that ball, and he gives a penalty away, and you would imagine that Mark Percival will just slot this over and nudge that scoreboard 10 points in front to the good. And it looks like they're going to tap it.
Look at this, NRL live from Las Vegas, Sunday 1 AM, Manly Sea Eagles against the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and we follow it up with the Sydney Roosters against last year's beaten grand finalists, the Brisbane Broncos. 4:30 Sky Sports Arena. Can't wait for that. And Saints are looking to wrap up the points here. They're over the line, but look at that. They can't just get it over the try line. Bellet was who was held up, and he'll run back and play it 10 away. Saints sensing now one more score might just put the Leopards away as Wormsley carries it 5 metres out. And Bye will swing it towards Dodd, who fires it to Lomax. Lomax stands, gets it away to Matout. He had to evade one, but is quickly wrapped up by Davis. And they lose a few metres on that. Knowles and Wormsley both back from the bench. Here now is Bell, gets it to Dodd, numbers in motion. Welsby to the line, looking to offload, takes the tackle. Last tackle incoming. Can the Leopards hang on here? Dodd coming back short side. Percival takes it. Moylan brings him down, and the Leopards bring that particular move to a halt.
Yeah, big tackle there from Matt Moylan on Percival. Fancying his chances back up through the middle of the field. Lewis Dodd spots it. Beautiful ball back inside, but terrific work from Moylan. The Saints now just feeling that they're getting a strangle on this game. Asking Leigh just to come away from their own end time and time again makes it incredibly difficult. They're going to have to get a try from a breaking play, and this is the moment.
Yeah, Latelli against Hurrell again. Ball round the corner. I think that's going to be a turnover. It'll roll over the sideline. Let's get down to pitch side because Jenna Brooks has got news regarding Tom Briscoe.
Yeah, Mark, it's an unlucky night for the Leopards. Tom Briscoe, I've just been told by the club doctor, has also done his calf. So you've got John Asiata on the bench as well. He's on crutches. He's going to be out for a while. He's torn his calf. But yeah, Tom Briscoe, another injury to him.
Yeah, tough night for Adrian Lamb. Being a losing effort as well. No Edwin Apape for the next couple of months. He's out injured, and now Asiata and Briscoe potentially set for long-term layoffs as well. And this is a problem. They had a good run, fair to say, with injuries last year, but it's getting them early this year for the Leopards. Not the start they would have wanted. And St Helens now are starting to dominate possession and territory. Wormsley carries
Move down. Matt all the way.
Buy-in at dummy half.
Goal 2.
Get the ball away. Dodd. Lomax, short pass. Tautier back out wide. Knowles finds Bell, who finds Walmsley, who gets it away here. Whitley steps past one. Into the 10 he goes. Such a threat with ball in hand near the line. And by now, gets it away to Bell. Bell gets a short pass away.
Tackle.
Great shot on Dodd from Lamb. It needed to be. Last one. How much energy have the Leopards got left defensively? Little kick through the line. There's bodies everywhere. And eventually O'Brien will hoof it into the fans. Blood pouring from his head. Referee wants to check this. He wants to check something here.
No try. Checking for the merits of a penalty try. Professional, potentially a professional foul given the field proximity. Looking for a step laterally from the lead defender.
Okay, it's tackle 5. We have no try. If we run it through on this angle, please. Okay, ball's on the foot. Everyone to the left is onside. So if we run it through, looking for the merits of a penalty try or an obstruction, any kind of lateral movement from any of the lead players. Ball's kicked there. So we're looking, is it Trout? Is there a behind shot on this side of the pitch? No, yeah, maybe this might be good. It's kicked there. Okay, at this point he's moving towards the ball. If we go back to the wide shot, please. I have a live call of no try. Okay, Trout gets there and he's then stationary. There is no push or obstruction by the lead player. So we're going to run it through, please, to the... just to check the restart. And it's kicked dead by Leigh. I viewed the angles I need. I've made my decision.
So, always worth checking. No infringement there from Trout, who was moving towards the ball, but it will be a goal line restart from the Leopards.
Right,
there they go short here.
Well, perhaps so. 15 minutes left on the clock.
Shot clock on.
And are they going to risk it?
Shot clock off.
No, they're not. It's a dropout that will bounce on halfway. Right, more news from the Leopards. Let's get down to Jenna Brooks.
Yeah, the club doctor's been very busy tonight on review. She's actually just pulled their fullback, Gaz O'Brien, from the pitch. He did not want to come, but she's pulled him off for a head injury assessment. He is wearing the mouth guard, so if he passes, he will be able to return.
Okay, thanks, Jenna. O'Brien did have a cut on his forehead. I'm not sure that was anything to do with it or not, but even if he passes, there's not time for him to get back on now anyway. So he's done for the night. Here's Wellesby, gets to an edge, drops the ball back to Percival. Percival bumps off 2, flicks the pass away. Here's Whitley again. He's already looking to be a very astute bit of business for St Helens.
Yeah. He was absolutely delighted to get back to a club where he played some of his academy days in there. As then by feeds Walmsley.
What a great pass, they just couldn't take it in. What an offload that was. It was Knowles who couldn't quite grasp it in. Well, he scored against the Giants last week and he thought he was over again here, but he just couldn't take it in.
Well, those errors, you can cop them ones as a coach and as playing group. Because if Morgan Knowles catches that, well, he kills this game. Going back to Gareth O'Brien, Matt Moylan, he looks like he's dropped into the full-back role. And he'll be pretty comfortable there, having played some Origin football there.
10 seconds. Heads in tight, wait for the out call. Heads in, Morgan. Heads down, shot clock off.
So that's the tail end. First half, just a 1 try went the way of St Helens. Jack Wellesby on half an hour. Leigh got back into it. Zach Hardacre on 46 minutes before that wonderful team try. Dodd with a break and Makinson with a wonderful finish. So 2 tries to 1 at the moment. Percival's penalty making it a 2-score advantage as Leigh look to gamble. Ball over the top here. Is there room for Charnley? Makinson comes back. Lomax and Hurrell make the shot. And Hurrell didn't miss. Charnley looks towards the official. Well, Leigh have decided now they can't run through them. They're going to have to run round them.
Yeah, they're going to have to. It was beautiful ball movement from Robbie Mulhern. As Dwyer just throws a loose, sloppy pass, and they get the bounce, and Hardacre collects. But they do have to come up with a play. Just wondering, without Asiata, have they got the ability to cut them open?
You're 10 boys.
Yeah, controversial night. If you've just joined us, John Asiata sin-binned inside 40 seconds. And St Helens have dominated possession. Look at the completions, 87 to 64. And now ill discipline from the Leopards, who are starting to run out of juice. They lost Asiata, and also they've just lost Tom Briscoe.
Bite to Wellesley. But look, I don't think St Helens, by any stretch of the imagination, will be delighted with this performance. Certainly not doing cartwheels heading into training tomorrow morning, but I think for Leigh, Adrian Lamb will be delighted with the resilience that his side have shown to only concede 2 tries here tonight. But sometimes, over the course of the season, you sometimes have to win ugly.
As you said, it's about accumulating wins now. Just get some points on the board and put the pressure on everybody around you. And that's what they're doing. Here's Bell, finds Dodd, Lomax. They rushed out there. Latelli did a good job on Lomax.
It just feels that this whole second half has been played with our heads turned.
It has. In the Saints half. Here now, up the middle they go. Knowles wrestled to the ground.
All the way, Hall gets
it feels like a matter of time before Saints add to their lead. Here's Dodd now. We'll just roll the kick in behind. Charnley will collect it, and they've got him penned inside his own 10.
Move down! Hall!
But again, look where Leigh have to return the ball from. Latelli gets a good 8 metres on that carry, but it feels like Saints' try line for the Leigh players is a million miles away.
3. Move down! On the mark, Hall!
Trying to get in at dummy half. Donald's worked hard. Well, they've all worked hard, haven't they? They've just not had any ball in the second half to really create any problems.
Oh, they'll be delighted, really. Obviously, the result not. But their application and effort, they can't fault it, Mark. I don't think so.
5.
Into a good team tonight, that's for sure.
Hold.
Last one. Here now, the kick high. Bounce. Now, was there a late hit there? There was a groan around the ground, but Wellesby will bring it back. He's not asking any questions. And he's tackled 5 short of halfway. And the ref quite happy to let play go on. Bennison takes it forward over the halfway line.
Off that ball.
Percival, that's a good full tilt.
Runs well above his body weight, Mark Percival.
He does. Here now, Wormsley. Wormsley gets forward now. And gets it away to Bell, who finds Lomax. Lomax to the line. Short pass, Matautia, ball's on the ground. Well, Leigh, credit to them defensively. They keep getting their bodies in front. They're making St Helens work right to the end here.
They are. They're forcing errors as well. And that's what I meant. That's what I mentioned, sorry, a number of times, that Adrian Lamb will be delighted. And
yeah, still 26-8. Warrington over Castleford. Looks like a second win, but maybe they come back on for the Giants. Wigan 24, Huddersfield 16. Live right now on Sky Sports Arena.
Yeah, perhaps too little too late for the Giants. You can't go to DW and give them 18 start before you wake up.
Shot clock's frozen.
There's a chance, 8 points behind.
You never know. Funny things happen.
Here we go then, boys. Let's go.
The Super League, as we know only too well.
I cast my mind back to the Magic weekend when the Catland Dragons scored 3 tries in 5 minutes to break my heart and the rest of my teammates at St Helens that day.
Move, get
Mind you, the league, or chance for the league leaders.
Oh, one goal.
Yeah, but it ended all right, didn't it?
2. Move, Sione. Hold now.
Leigh.
Hold.
8 minutes left. 8 points they need.
Move. Raps. Hold. Goal 3. Raps.
Mulhern finds Lamb, uses the decoy. Here's Moylan. Moylan dummies, runs. He's trying to get past Lomax. Good run up to the 40 here. What have they got left? The Leopards. Can they set up a grandstand finish? Couple of tackles left in this set. Dwyer gets it away to Davis. Davis goes past one. No offload available, but he's going to get a penalty.
Penalty only.
Penalty. Lewis Dodd.
I think he wraps on that.
We've had so much joy of the Leigh Leopards moving the ball down to that right edge, and they come back through, and as Matt Davis just straightens up, I beg your pardon, it's Matt Whitley who comes in and just catches Davis around the head.
Interesting, 7 minutes left, you're 8 behind. Not the easiest penalty kick in the world. They're going for the points though. I think it would have caused controversy if they had gone for the 2, but they're going for more. And there's another calf injury here. It's Holton who's down. I've got to ask the question, Carl, is the pitch anything to do with this?
Yeah, you would imagine so, wouldn't you? A number of calf and muscle injuries that you get on heavy fields. And again, a lot of these teams now, Mark, they train and play on 3G pitches, and that changing surface can sometimes cause injuries.
Back up, boys. Tackle 1.
Not like the good old days. Here they come then, the Leopards. Trout, new signing from Huddersfield, on debut tonight.
Well, this is the moment, Mark Foley. They have to get something from this set.
They've got numbers to that left-hand side. Mulhern, oh, he spilled it. He spilled it, and that might be the chance. As Wellesby comes away with the ball, that might be the opportunity for the Leopards, and it's been and gone.
Yeah, that was perhaps their best opportunity in the second half. A terrific hit from Walmsley, who hits under the ball, and Morgan Knowles high. And the sheer force and ferocity of the tackle, and Adrian Lamb, well, he knows that's a chance gone begging. A dagger through the heart.
Yeah, the Saints fans around him were celebrating, and he was grimacing. His side have been brave defensively, and haven't had enough good ball to seriously test St Helens.
You have to be clinical when you come here. The Saints aren't going to give you too many opportunities, and a night where Morgan Knowles goes through.
And he's got support on his outside, should he need it. He'll use that support. Tackle comes in on Dodd. Dwyer gets him down, 10 away, but the line is busted now. Surely a quick play of the ball, it's a penalty, and there could be a card here. There will be a card, and Brad Dwyer on his Leigh debut will end it in the sin bin. A professional foul, the Leigh line was busted. The game was there for St Helens to win it, and Dwyer is off to the sin bin.
Well, he can't shake his head. He knows exactly what he's doing. But it was beautiful from Bell once more. Sends Morgan Knowles, who tears up straight through the middle of the field, gives a short pass to Dodd. He's just in there far too long. Saints wanted to play it, and By's there. He wants to shift the ball to the right-hand side of the field and catch them out. And Dwyer too long in that tackle, and he sees the rest of the game sat on the sidelines.
For all the controversy about yellow cards, that the most straightforward of the season.
Yeah.
Here they go then, Saints, looking to wrap it up with a try. They're going to be tackled a metre out. They're fighting, trying to get over the line. Leigh looking to hold on here. Matautia just corrects his grip on the ball. There's no panic as Bell takes it to the line. Short pass to Walmsley. Bulldozes his way. The post keeps him out. And he can't. Did he lose that? Held on to it. Says the official. Right up against the post here. And Baye is in there. Looking to burrow himself underneath, but he can't get the ball over the line. And Morgan Knowles comes in to the dummy half position. They're queuing up to the right, and that's where they're going now with Bell. Bell gets it away to Dodd, finds Johnny Lomax. Lomax takes on the line, great tackle, Lamb. Round the bootlaces, he's holding on. Lomax didn't like something that went on in that tackle. Last one, they're going short side. Makinson is over in the corner, but he's not. The referee will call it back. The grounding would have been interesting. But Lomax is infuriated by something that went on in that Lachlan Lamb tackle.
Yeah, there's words there between them two, but Makinson, you just see the right boot. Well spotted there. Tommy Makinson, we've seen a number of his acrobatic style finishes. One of the best in the game at that. But a bit of needle there between Lamb and Lamb and Lomax, sorry.
Let's have a look at it. This was a great tackle, but here...
I think he's just holding on too long, and there's a bit of grimace there. But I think Lachlan Lamb's well within his right to hold there.
I think it's fair to say there's no love lost between St Helens and Leigh.
It'll be interesting to see the next time they meet later down the line in the calendar, when perhaps on a better playing surface with all of the best players from both sides back going at it. But for now, inside of 2.5 minutes left on the clock and a 12-4 score, well, St Helens will just be thankful to get out of this game. Haven't exactly flattered with their performance, but it's a job done and a win, and another 2 points on the board as Lamb boots the ball now downfield.
Caught by Benison. Benison looking to counter-attack. He's looking to get to an edge, but Hughes will see him across and tackle him 40 metres out. Lee Kane here, no Ipape, no Tom Amon. They lost John Asiata in the first half. They've had 2 men in the bin.
Yeah, on the balance of play. It's a decent performance, but, and there is a but, you don't get anything for a decent performance, Mark. You have to win and you have to get points on the board, and, you know, so far, Leigh sit 0 from 2.
They do. Reach the playoffs for the first time in the Super League era last season. The Saints dominating territory, come forward. Dodd's been good tonight. Gets the ball away. Knowles spills it. Collected by Davis. Davis trying to offload it. He can't get the ball away.
Well, I think you're right to mention Lewis Dodd, Mark. I think he was guilty last year of perhaps just blending into this incredible side. But so far in season 24, you know, I'm thinking back to round 1, where he scored his try. And then obviously last week when he was brilliant with boot, lots of little variety, soft short kicks causing chaos for Huddersfield, sorry. And then tonight he's come up with the game breaker.
Yes. Right, this is it. Can Leigh get one back? Slow play of the ball. Trout held up by Walmsley. Here now is Lamb, turns it back underneath Mulhern, looking, tries to go through. Mulhern on a rampaging run, 15 metres away. Davis will play the ball. They're going to get it across now to Lamb. Gets it away to Moylan. Moylan moves it across, gets it out wide to Latelli. Latelli gets the ball away to Moylan. Moylan working up the middle. He's tackled 5 away. It might only be a consolation. Set restart with 5 seconds left. They're going to go to Lamb. He's kicking across the field, looking for Hardacre. Benison taps it dead, and that will be it. St Helens celebrate a 3rd successive win to start the season. Leigh still without a win. 2 defeats in their opening 2 games, and tonight might come at a cost. With Asiata out, Paul Welland's side do make it 3 from 3. They sit at the top of the early Super League table. Food for thought for Adrian Lamb. John Asiata and Tom Briscoe could be out. Both suffered calf injuries tonight. Asiata, we understand, has torn his calf. That